You know, as women business owners, of course we have to charge for our services. And for a lot of us, especially if we're in what I call a little bit more women's work, healing work, maybe massage therapy, house cleaning, organizing, therapy, any kind of the softer work, as opposed to I'm a plumber, I'm an electrician, I'm a lawyer, I'm a doctor. Those softer services have a little bit more of a sliding scale, and people don't often value the price that is given, that as you as an entrepreneur, you're saying this is what I'm charging for my service, and sometimes it's even hard to get it out. Like a massage therapist will say, well, my usual price is $100, but you know, if that's too much for you, I'll charge less. So what happens is that your whole service then becomes devalued. You're devaluing yourself to yourself and also to the customer. So you actually kind of need to practice. You have to call people up that you know, go to networking groups, stand up in the group and say, this is what I charge for my service. And then don't say anything. Don't explain, don't over-explain what you offer, that you're giving so much. They can ask, what does that entail? What does that $100 per hour include, or $200 an hour, or whatever it is that you're charging? You literally have to practice, because it can get like stuck in your throat. Like you can't even get the price out, because your tendency is to say, well, I'll just do it for you for free. But guess what? That's not going to pay your bills. And that is not going to make you feel good about your work. So one of the issues as a woman in business is about how we value ourselves or devalue ourselves. So you want to practice. You actually want to practice saying what you charge. And then just letting it go, because people who value your work and see you as someone that can do the work for them, they will hire you. People who don't value your work or don't understand the value of your work, they won't hire you. And this is how it evolves over time. Now it can happen where somebody says, well, what do you offer? Why is your service the fee that it is? And that gives you the perfect opportunity to educate your client. I have this amount of experience, I have done this kind of work, I can give you this, and these are the benefits that you will get. This is very important when you're selling your products or services. What are the benefits? So for instance, I have a friend who's an organizer. She's a personal organizer. Comes into your office and makes magic in there. Well, when the customer says, well, what do you do for me? If she says, I come in and I organize your papers, well, that doesn't sound very glamorous, and I don't even know that I really need that. But if she comes in and says, I will create an office space for you so that you will be so productive in your office space that you'll be able to spend lots more time relaxing. Okay, relaxing. That sounds good to me. I'll pay for that. So whatever is your business, you need to get very clear on what the benefit is of your business, so that when you tell the person, I charge thus and such for my business, this is what you're going to get for that. Okay. Just like you think about when you go to a really fancy restaurant and you read all the fancy French names on the menu, and right away you know, okay, French names on the menu, I'm going to be paying more for this food, but I know it's going to be delicious. Okay, because that's a consciousness that we have learned over time. French food, delicious, right? If you see pommes frites on a menu, hello, French fries, but if they're pommes frites, you're going to be paying 3 times as much for them. Okay, so it's all in what you are selling and what you are offering. Now those pommes frites are probably going to come on a fancy plate, maybe with a little doily, I don't know, little ketchup in a little container, not in a bottle. So maybe that's worth it for you to pay the extra money. But this is what we have to do as business women. Explain the value of our services and what are the benefits. When I eat those pommes frites in that fancy French restaurant, I'm having an experience. Very different than if I go to a drive-up fast food place and eat in my car.